United.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Nathan. And this is our guest star, Joe.
Is he really a guest star anymore?
Kind of.
It's like, what, video 6?
Something like that.
Yes
Yeah.
and no.
Well,
You know, eventually we'll have videos without Joe. We just don't know when.
Or we'll get him the t-shirt and the cookies.
I mean, I don't know.
Come to the dark side,
I've
we
been
have
here a
cookies.
lot.
So anyway, we are talking today. We are going to talk about character development for role-playing games, whether it's a tabletop or a LARP.
She got really monotone, so guys, just bear with us for a minute.
I just...
You kind of lost
She does
yourself. But anyway,
fine.
like you said, we're going to talk about character development. We're going to strip away the stats side of it.
Thank you. That was uncomfortable.
Because everyone's always worried about stats. They're worried about, is my character going to have 20 strength or
And
80 intelligence? Who knows?
Unless that's... I don't think you can get that high, can you?
That's what you're playing.
Depends the system.
Yeah, it depends on the game.
Joe, you're tech priest.
But anywho, I mean, unless that's the type of character you are like enjoying
Well, okay,
playing.
that's fine, but we're not here to talk about stats.
Yeah, we're talking
Right.
about a non-mechanical view, more of like a story, a story.
Story and personality.
Yeah, a personality.
This is going to go along the lines of helping you be a better role player and enjoy what you're doing and get more out of your character.
How would you make your character if you were writing a book and not making a game character?
That's a great way
Right.
to put it. Yeah, because with as many video games as we have nowadays, it's kind of a lost art to make a character rather than just,
Because it's just
a piece on a board.
In the RPGs of the video games, it's just a gen character, and you just get to sort of dress it up however you want for the most part.
The story's always the same, really.
Yeah, it's like mechanics are now becoming more important than characters' motivations and like thoughts and feelings. And this is mostly only a problem in tabletop RPGs that I've noticed lately.
Characters are always worried about, oh, I want to be so tanky that nothing can hit me. I don't care what my character did before this, but I want the best plate mail and the best strength and constitution that I can have.
Everybody's just looking at numbers like they're playing a game of magic cards or something like that. And
this isn't a card game. It's not a board game. This is really an alternate reality.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay if you want your character to be mechanically good, but I tend to think like one of the goals or purposes of a tabletop RPG is to come up with your own story and have your character have real goals and values and just live beyond just sheer mechanical purposes.
It helps role-playing become a lot easier, and it motivates your character a lot more to do certain things rather than just hit, punch, and kick.
Yeah, it's things like what motivates your character, why are they doing this, rather than just, oh, they're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, your character's good at swinging a sword, but what led him up to learning about swinging a sword? Why does he fulfill the role of a fighter or a warrior?
Yeah, what makes him a hero and not just a crazed killer?
Is he a retired bandit? Is he a soldier? Is he an ex-town guard?
Was his whole family killed and he's the only remainder?
I mean, a lot of players, like in D&D, this is especially an issue, I find, a lot of times, is the whole concept of murder hobos, that you're just these super powerful guys that travel from town to town, from area to area. You have no backstory, you have no roots. You just show up and be like, hey, there's orcs in this cave that are like pissing with your crops. Well, we'll murder them for you.
Show up in town. Do you have a quest for us?
Quest.
It also makes it kind of hard on a DM who actually wants to enjoy this role-playing aspect and create an alternate, like a story in an alternate universe, whereas if you just show up like that, they're just like, okay, well, how many battles do I have to fight? Because not every session has to have a. I was talking this with a coworker. They had mentioned it, and I agree with them. Like, not every single session of game has to have a combat.
Well, I know for me, in particularly DMing, I have a really hard time getting invested in the game if the players don't. And
it's kind of like they don't want to be there. Why?
Exactly.
Right.
They want to kill things and that's it. They don't care about the story. They don't care about their character development.
Well, a lot of players today play like it's a first-person shooter with a pen and paper.
Pretty
much.
It's the common term being power gaming.
Oh, and power gaming's fine if everyone's power gaming.
Yeah, exactly. But if you have
that's
just
the
one
campaign.
guy, if you have just the one guy doing it, though, it kind of is a bit of a drag, or like half and half.
Well, I guess to kind of describe power gamer real quick. They are focused on stats. Everything's about the stat. Everything's about the feat. Everything's about the perfect spell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have to break my character to get this, very powerful weapon? Not a problem. It's a great example, Fable. Play the entire game good, Sword of Aeon, super powerful sword, but I have to do an evil deed to get it. I've done all good throughout this game, but I want that sword.
Yeah, well, see, in the worst part about, Fable, as an example, is even if you, kill your sister and take the evil sword, all you have to do is go around and eat tofu, and then you're gonna be exalted again, and nobody's gonna know that you're the destroyer of worlds.
Yeah. So what are some things that you would think you would recommend or suggest to try to overcome that?
Well, when I'm building a character, I think about what would I enjoy doing. I know we were playing Rifts for a while, and I built a tech priest. Well, I built this giant, goofy-ass lizard.
Was that for
Techno
D&D?
Wizard, Tech Priest.
Or Techno Wizard, sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong game.
I was going to let it slide, but...
Yeah, well...
I know, yeah.
So many games, so little time.
Anyway, Techno Wizard. But it's this giant lizard thing that's kind of goofy. He doesn't really have a concept of good and evil. He just kind of does things that he wants to when he does them.
Chaotic neutral.
For instance, he built an Ant-Man suit because he could.
Well, and then there's another character that you built. When I first played my first D&D session with you, was this dwarf cleric who.
Dwarf paladin.
Paladin, thank
Paladin
you.
of the Sun, yeah,
Paladin.
I remember now.
And I was just and really clashed with my characters. My character was
Oh yeah, you were all about the shadows, weren't you?
Oh no, tiefling warlock.
I was a tiefling warlock, and all I wanted to do was fight evil and avenge or whatever. And that's what motivated my character to move on with life. And you were just sitting here this is what we're doing. I'm you're gonna get us killed. I actually want to live. And you're man. I was you're an idiot.
Quests.
And quests, people. Quests drive me.
And that was one of the characters that he had made. It was just you were really self-righteous and all
paladin.
Well,
it's kind
I
of,
know.
It's kind of their thing. They are righteous.
But you chose to do that as a character, and that's
And we were very argumentative, and that happens when you have characters with clashing personalities.
Yeah, you play your character. Yeah.
And sometimes it's a little more fun than if everyone gets along, because we got along.
It adds a good dynamic to the game.
Yeah.
We're not talking about a game just derailing dynamic here.
No, we're talking about fun.
We're talking about two characters genuinely not getting along. And
the players get along fine, but the characters
they're having an argument in character.
Exactly.
And that's
your character is so enraging. I thought we did die actually, and you weren't even there for that session.
Joe, do you got any ideas on how to help characters?
I got skipped.
Well, Ashley hasn't done hers.
I haven't done it either. We're just kind of going.
We're just doing it. Never mind.
No,
Continue. Joe.
Well, I guess one of the most important things for me is coming up with real thoughts and motivations for your characters. Why do they do what they do? It's great to have a character that's, adventuring, but why?
What brought them out of their home?
Why does somebody just decide to go out and start looking through ruins?
Is it just, wanderlust? Is it curiosity?
Yeah. Are they trying to uncover secrets? Are they interested?
Maybe
or they just want to make money?
A lot of times it can be just as simple as they want money.
Yeah, I guess that's the most important thing. And it doesn't even have to be just D&D adventuring. Even in sci-fi games, it's why is your character on the ship traveling from star to star? Why is he doing it? What brought him to this point? And I think a lot of people seriously lose sight of that. They don't think about their characters existing before the first session.
Right, and even it doesn't matter what role playing game you're doing, whether it's or tabletop, any tabletop role playing, or
some types of LARP.
Or LARPing for most of them, yeah. Some of them are.
Well, on all your LARP, in all LARPs, you're going to end up generating a character with a rich backstory and with an in-depth personality.
Yeah, it's like Joe was saying, it's your
really
character.
important.
Yeah, your character didn't just appear one day.
Right.
They've been in that world.
And especially in like some cases and in some games, some people will actually ask you why you came to the city or why you do what you do, and then to try to come up with that on the spot, and then sometimes you lose that role playing aspect because then you just state it and then you're just brute force or whatever.
Nathan, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think that, I know for me, one of the things I really enjoy doing that makes my characters more, not necessarily, well, I guess they come to life a little bit more when I do this is, I give them things that are personal to them that are kind of secretive.
Kind of like quirks?
Either quirks, or yeah, that's a big one, quirks, one time I made one delusional. He was convinced he was inside of an RPG game. I know I said a role-playing game, but he was delusional. He believed he was an RPG character.
Yeah, Deadpool syndrome.
Yeah, he had Deadpool syndrome. But another one is a spellcaster who didn't want others to know that he was a spellcaster. So he was very careful about how and when he cast spells.
For instance, didn't you when you were casting a spell with a shotgun, you said bang?
Yeah, I had a character who I made it better. Originally, he had a shotgun, and just anytime he shot the shotgun, he would yell out, "Bang!" Everyone believed it for some reason, but what can you do? So he would find ways to make it seem like he was not a caster while being a caster. And it adds another dynamic that makes it, more interesting to the player, and if the other players know, it makes it more, I don't know, it adds the element of mystery almost to it.
And I think Joe had an example about that when he had a character who just didn't believe in magic, period.
Yep.
Right. And it was a Shadowrun game, and magic's very real in Shadowrun. I decided, for no mechanical benefit in the beginning, that my character just didn't accept the existence of magic, that he thought everything was just a big conspiracy, and mages were just using highly advanced technology, and he spent most of his time trying to explain away every magical effect he saw as some kind of a scientific construct that could be replicated with technology that he understood.
They're tricks. They're all tricks.
It's all tricks.
For those of you who have seen Dragon Ball Z, Hercule Satan.
All right, we're just kind of getting to the end of our video. Ashley, do you have any last thoughts on this?
I don't know.
Or did you kind of say your piece with everyone else?
I think I did.
Yeah. I hear you.
It's just you need to
break away from the stats.
Yeah, to develop a character, and find out what their goals and feelings are. Because what was it? I was trying to create a character for the LARP that I'm in, and I was trying to figure out a way I could do it so I wouldn't die early on. But what my friend had told me was, like, what kind of a character do you want to play? And that was based what it was on, and then figure out a little bit of your backstory, create part of your character, and then finish up your backstory, and then follow up their stats with that.
Well, yeah, the other thing is there's nothing wrong with making a high stat character. It's just you want to make sure that that's not all you're focused on for a better role-playing experience.
Right, and I have some high stats and some things that are just really bizarre, but it's just from the backstory.
Yep, they fit you.
Yeah, they fit you better. Yeah, exactly.
And I think what I was trying to do with my oh my god, was it my woodland elf or was it my? I don't
know.
That was my elf character from our second one.
Yeah, you were wood elf. Yeah.
Wood elf, yeah, and I was trying to make him vengeful, but I was still trying to break away from that because I didn't want that to be the only thing I do. So I was trying to have them be sly and stealthy, close to a rogue but not quite a rogue. I don't know. It was. We didn't get too far into it. I got really confused halfway through, but yeah.
That's fine. But again, these are kind of our thoughts, and we're not demonizing power gamers.
Oh no. I mean, I'm sure all of us have been accused at least once of power gaming. Crazy mofo.
But stats aren't. Our point here isn't that stats are evil. It's that we're trying
to say they're not everything.
No, and it's more about having fun than it is about beating things with a stick.
One more bit of advice I'd give is do something that makes your character unique. Make them stand out from the crowd, because if you just have another human in a world full of humans, you're just a human who uses a sword better than someone else.
Right.
Right, so you want multiple different kinds of characters in your game too, not just the same bunch.
Well, I'm saying, give them something that makes them stand out.
Yeah.
Whether it's, a goofy race or, a quirk, like I was saying earlier.
Or like what use can you be to other people too with how your backstory is and your background?
Right. Well, alright guys, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch our video. It's been fun, been real.
It's been real.
It's been real.
It's been real.
That's what you were doing. Anywho, yes, thank you so much. Please leave a comment, give us your thoughts, like, subscribe.
Social media will be listed below.
And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.